Alexi is a top-rate political journalist right now. I've seen her cover everything from Trump to Joe Biden's campaign to Kamala Harris. What's really important about her work is, yes, she covers those super high-up politicians at a very high level, but also she always makes room for reporting about the lives of regular people.
She always has like an analysis on whatever topic she's talking about that is like 2 layers past what everybody else is talking about.
She's aware that in this field and in this town there are not a lot of people with voices that look like her. She carries a lot of burden on her shoulders to be like, I have an extra responsibility to bring voices to light that aren't being brought to light.
I remember growing up and watching the news and never seeing anyone who looked like me on the news, never reading a byline and seeing someone who looked like me covering politics. And that was one of my early motivating factors for getting into this business.
The moment when she really just set herself apart and distinguished herself was late last year, when she told me she had a very good source who had begun leaking her private schedules for the president.
I thought if I sat on these things and accumulated as much information as possible about how the president is spending his day and the unconventional way in which he's creating the schedule to have executive time, then it would be a bigger, more impactful story to talk about the aggregate of his time over the last 3 months, especially after the midterm elections in which his party saw a massive loss in the House.
That was on everything from morning television to late night. Every channel, the New York Times followed up on it. The source has never been caught and they never will be caught. She showed a maturity that most reporters of her age wouldn't have.
This moment feels so consequential. All the things that the country is going through and dealing with and thinking through at the same time and trying to make sense of makes this feel like much more than a job where I'm just clocking hours and shipping it in. The fact that my younger sister will text me about something that's going on in politics, which she never did before. It's no longer just a job when your closest friends and family members are texting you or calling you about things they're worried about that are going on. It is more of a selfless act of trying to help other people figure this out while I'm trying to figure it out for myself.